Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts about mind manipulation and competitive strategy. Okay, being a ex-competitor, I used to take part in public speaking competitions, which after a certain level, it's not just your talent. It is not just your hard work. It is the mind games that you play. It's like if you know someone is better than you, how can you put them off their game? What do you say? How do you act? How do you treat them? The goal is to make sure that you are at your best, but they are not at they are not at their best. It's called psychological warfare. Some people say it's very unethical. Some people say anything goes. In my case, I used to always believe when it's hardcore competition, anything goes. And maybe in a later video, I will share with you what all strategies I used to use to psychologically get the edge over my competition to win. Okay. However, in this video, I'm going to share with you one specific incident that took place. That is UFC 298. That is the Ultimate Fighting Championship 298. The fight is going to take place within 2 days. Right now, it is Friday, 16th of February, 7:30 in the evening in Thailand. So the fight will take place on Sunday morning, Thailand, local time. So by the afternoon, I'll come to know the results. So I'm giving you my thought process and my prediction. So if you're an MMA fan, you'd know what I'm saying. But if you're not, you'll have to do a little bit of Google search. So it's up to you whether you want to watch this video. Okay. So in the main event, you can just Google search if you are new to this. In the main event of UFC 298, there are two fighters. Okay, one is Alexander Volkanovski, and he's the champion. And then there is Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria is the challenger. So the guy, Alexander, is the champion. He has the belt. And Ilia Topuria is the challenger who's going to challenge this guy. Now, just for you to understand, Alexander is 35 years old. Okay, he's 35 years old. He has defended his title against various champions for many fights over the many years or whatever. Okay, and he has remained dominant. Nobody has defeated him in his category. So every time, in order to reach him, you have to climb the ranks. He's the number one fighter, the number two, number three, number four, number five. Okay. So every time a fighter reaches number two, he will fight with him. And if he loses, then he goes down. Then the next guy comes and he tries to fight with him. Then if he loses, he goes down. So you get the idea. Okay. So now this guy, Ilia Topuria, was a young fighter who started off in his, when he was a small boy. Most of these fighters start when they're young. But now, at the age of 27, he is going to challenge Alexander. Okay. So, and here's the thing which you'll notice. All the fighters who challenge the main guy, the champion, Alexander, they have an unblemished record. They keep winning. They keep winning one fight after another. They never lose. But when they come to fight with the champion, so the champion has not lost, they have not lost. But when they fight, one person is going to lose. Okay. So now the question is, will the champion lose or will the challenger lose? And whoever loses goes down the ranking. So now I just give you a basic gist of it. So now Alexander, being 35 years old, he's kind of a senior guy, seasoned veteran. Okay. But this guy, Ilia Topuria, is a hungry, young, upcoming fighter. He really has the passion and drive. And you'll see this when you see youngsters. They have so much of passion, so much of drive. They want to achieve the sun, moon, and stars. And especially when you keep winning one after another, you not only become confident, you become supremely overconfident. You feel nothing can touch you. You feel invincible. And this is what is happening with this young man. Now, there are a couple of things that he's doing which give a red flag, which I feel as a competitor, as a person who analyzes and studies competition, there are many things that Ilia Topuria is doing wrong, and I will share with you, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay, I'll tell you what they are. Number one is, the first mistake that Ilia Topuria is doing is, if you want to challenge someone, it's fine. Okay, you want mind games. Oh, I'm going to defeat you. I'm going to show you who you are. The verbal warfare is fine before the fight. But when you start announcing to the whole world, I'm already a champion. When you change your bio, like this guy in his Instagram profile, he didn't win the belt. Huh? The fight is going to take place after 2 days. He has already changed his bio in his Instagram that he is the featherweight champion. That's the category they're fighting. He's already the champion. Not only that, he has already employed the services of a movie production crew to make a documentary of him on this journey where they are following him to show how he won the belt, even though he has not won the belt. Then on top of that, for this fight, this is going to be his first ever challenge for the world title. He has, they fly down to a different country when they have to fight. Depends on where the fight is. He has bought his family. He has bought his friends. He has bought his relatives. He has bought a massive entourage of well-wishers. And obviously, he has to pay the money, because, maybe some of them don't have the money. So he's paying for everybody to be there. Okay. His girlfriend, his mother's relatives, his father's relatives, his friends, his everyone. It's going to be like a bus load of people. Okay. Then on top of that, if you see the, behind the scenes, they take the video to hype up the fight. He has actually been seen, they have the belt. They show the belt. If you see boxing or anything, they show you the belt, which is going to be won by either person. Only one person can win the belt. So every fight, they have a new belt. Okay. So they put it on display. So this guy, the challenger, did something that nobody in the history of UFC fights has done. And what that is, he actually took the belt. Okay, you can see the belt, you can touch the belt. But he not only took the belt, he also took photographs with the belt. He posed with the belt. I mean, he's wearing the belt and taking photographs. This belt actually belongs to Alexander. He's a champion. He can wear the belt because he's a champion. But this guy has not earned it. He's still not earned it, but he's still wearing the belt and showing. And he's wearing that other guy's belt. This belt doesn't belong to him. And he not only was posing with the belt, he was actually taking photographs with the belt. This guy found out, when he was passing by, he found out that this guy is wearing the belt and posing, and he looked and he saw him taking photographs with the belt, which nobody has done till date. So he was like, he's slightly mature. So, and he's a family man. Alexander is a family man. This guy is single. So Alexander, when he saw him posing with the belt, he said, so you got the belt, huh? You're taking photographs. Okay, enjoy as long as it lasts. Okay. And this guy, being a young guy, cocky guy, he comes, hey, how are you? And he's patting him. He's playing the mind manipulation power, body language pose. He's putting his hand around, yeah, it's okay, and shaking. Don't worry, man, don't worry. Like he's treating him like a puppy dog. Like you're a small baby. Even though this guy's older than him. Alexander is older than him. Ilia Topuria is younger. So he's like patting his shoulder. Hey, don't worry, man. It's okay. Okay. So for me, that is, he's basically putting so much of pressure on him. So much of pressure. You have changed your bio. Now imagine if he loses the fight. He'll have to change the bio. He'll have to change what he publicly announced. I'm the world champion without even being crowned. He's already announced. He has bought his entire family, friends, everyone. He has to perform and prove it in front of them, others it'll look embarrassing. And now he's posing with a belt. And if he does not win, it'll be such a bloody embarrassment. Now, I know you'll say you need to visualize, you need to believe, you need to think, fake it till you make it. Yeah, fake it till you make it. If you do it privately, it's understood. But when you do it publicly and you announce to the world, there's a tremendous amount of pressure. And you do not know. See, me being a competitor for public speaking, okay, it's not fighting, but you just do not know when you wake up on that day how you're going to feel. You can have loose motion, you may not feel physically well, you might feel emotionally down, your energy levels may not be there. You just do not know what can happen. Maybe a small accident, maybe the lighting is not proper, maybe the carpet has changed, maybe the microphone is not working, maybe some incident or something can happen that can put you off track, man. Smallest things can affect you. And these guys are physically going to of a fight where they have to check their nutrition, they have to check their body. Even I've been a half marathon runner. I'm telling you, anything can happen. You can eat maybe something that doesn't get along well with you. Maybe your body will not function even though everything is perfect. Okay. Now, if that was not bad, during the press conference that happened this morning, I wanted to make a video, but I already had many things. I watched the press conference in the morning, and if you can watch UFC 298 press conference, just see the highlights. Alexander is sitting there wearing glasses, looking like an old man, because everyone has been saying that Alexander, who's 35, is old. In the world of fighting, once you cross 30 or 33, it's a statistic that states that the older you are, the chances of you being a champion or holding on to the belt is very less, because obviously the younger you are, the better your chances. So statistically, it is the numbers speak against him. But I believe Alexander will win. Why? Because he has experience, he has the maturity, and he has handled this position of power. He's used to it. He's used to the pressure. He's used to the 5 rounds of fighting, 5 rounds of 5 minutes each. So he knows what it is. But this guy, Ilia Topuria, I can be wrong, huh? He's new to this level, okay? And it clearly, his immaturity showed when at the press conference, this guy was dressed up like an old man. And the reason he was dressed up as an old man was because Ilia, this guy, challenger, kept saying he's an old man. Even though he's 27, he's 35. He said he's an old man, he should retire. So he dressed up like an old man just to take the mickey out of people, just to joke and take it lightly. So he dressed up like an old man. Okay. He even came out with a video. If you search on YouTube, Alexander parody old man, if you say, you'll see he made a video showing that he's like an old man. Okay. Like he is, when he sits on the chair, he starts snoring, and he's, instead of having a smartphone, he's having a phone with a wire. Hello, like, he's drinking apple juice or tomato juice. He's making jam like an old person. Okay, so he's just taking lightly. But Ilya is dressed up like with a amazing suit, and he looks smart, and he has a beautiful watch, oversized one, and he's literally exuding confidence. But here, he did something that really, really was of bad taste. It was cringe. And it clearly showed, to me at least, he's not ready for the championship. So what did he do? Until now, he has been respectful. He has been a nice guy, Ilia Topuria. He has been nice to everyone. There is a fighter, I want you to search if you are not aware. His name is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, I think 5-6 years ago, when he burst onto the scene, he was also a challenger. He challenged a fighter named Aldo, a Brazilian guy who was dominant. But what Conor McGregor, I know there are too many names, just Google search so you'll understand. What Conor McGregor did was he played mind games like nobody ever seen in the history of MMA. Like Muhammad Ali, the way he was talking, the way he was insulting the guy, the way he was shouting, you could literally feel it. Like when I watched him, I could feel his passion. I could feel his energy. I could really feel his intensity. And, some say you need to fake it till you make it. This guy, you didn't feel he was faking it. It came so authentically. And he did something that nobody had done at the press conference of McGregor versus Aldo. McGregor versus Aldo. McGregor, Irish guy, and Aldo, Brazilian guy. What he did was, when they were talking, if you are looking at the stage, if you're looking, McGregor was here, the guy on the microphone was here, Aldo was here. McGregor, as they were talking, press conference, they asked, how will you beat him? Oh, I will destroy him, I'll do this, I'll do that. McGregor rushed to the other side where the champion was. You can see this video if you search on YouTube. He grabbed, Aldo had the belt, okay? Because he's a champion, the belt that you wear, that you're a champ. He grabbed the belt and he raised it up and said, this is my belt and all that. And Aldo, nobody saw this ever before in the history. When you're a champion, you respect the champion. You don't touch the champion's belt. So McGregor ran up to Aldo, took his belt and said, this is like mine and all that. Aldo got very angry. He got pissed off and he ran to grab the belt, and the president, Dana White, was there. And he was trying to control both these guys from fighting each other and hitting, because there's a press conference. And then he tried to take the belt from McGregor. McGregor was not giving. And it was complete mayhem. And the audience was loving it. They were loving what McGregor was doing. And then finally they managed to tone down this thing. They took the belt and gave it back to Aldo. And Aldo was pissed off, because, he didn't expect. This is his belt. He's a champion. And this guy's a challenger and he's still insulting him. So it took Aldo out of his game. And you must, if you have not seen, you must watch the fight. The most dominant champion in the history of UFC, because of the psychological warfare, because of all the mind game, because of the trash talking, on the day of the fight, never before in the history of MMA or UFC, Aldo, who was the dominant champion, rushed when they were about to fight. You can see this, the video is there online. He rushed to hit him, to hit McGregor. He hit him and McGregor managed to hit him back, counter punch, and he got knocked the fuck out. I think in 17 seconds or 7 seconds or whatever. In the history of MMA, nobody saw that. Nobody experienced that kind of defeat for a champion. And the guy who was dominant, who never lost like a single round, he would destroy people, he would break people. He lost control of his emotions and feelings and did what he would never do. He was normally cautious, but he just abandoned all caution and went to hit him because he was emotionally charged. And McGregor took it cool, calm, composed, and he knocked him out. And he always told everyone, I'll knock this guy out in the first round, which everyone was like, no way, man. He's a dominant champion. So that was what McGregor did. And he ended up being a legend, the highest paid MMA fighter to this date, the highest number of followers, the highest amount of money. He fought Floyd Mayweather. He has made billions, almost like $1 billion. His brand value is through the roof. Okay. But now he's into drinking, smoking, drugs, girls. Success has gone to his head. Okay, fine, whatever. Now he's not fighting anymore. He has not fought for, I think, 4 or 5 years now. Okay. But he made his money. So now this guy, coming back to Alexander versus Ilia Topuria. This guy, Ilia Topuria, tried to copy the template of McGregor. When they were talking, a reporter asked a question, what did you think about this guy, Ilia Topuria, wearing the belt, posing with the belt? So, he was just cool, calm, composed. He was saying he needs to earn this belt. He shouldn't be holding the belt without earning it. And all of a sudden, as we are watching the press conference, this guy rushes to the other side, grabs the belt and does exactly what McGregor did. He grabbed the belt and he held it up and he was trying to... It looked so cheap and so fake. I really want you to see, I'll try to put the links below, or you can search McGregor versus Aldo raising the belt. Search it on YouTube. And then you see Ilia Topuria versus Alexander raising the belt. Press conference. Just type press conference and raising the belt. Their names are there. Where McGregor did it, you could feel the intensity and passion. But where this guy did it, it was like you get a cheap pirated brand. You get instead of, imagine a shoes is Adidas, or you buy a shoes that sound like Adibas, or instead of Nike, it's like Pikey, or instead of, think of any brand, a cheap knockout version. He looked like that. And even worse than that, McGregor always used to be hostile towards the audience, but the audience is loving. He's like, fuck you, for those of you who doubt me and all that. It used to come very natural. Like, I just want to say sorry to no one, fuck off. And, it was entertaining because it came very genuinely. This guy, who was polite all this time, until now he was polite, he was nice, he was everything. At this press conference, he was actually telling the audience, hey, fuck you, fuck you, you guys are shit. It's like you never heard him say this, and all of a sudden he's saying it. It didn't sound natural. It didn't sound like him. It sounded like he was putting on a facade. He was trying hard to be a knockoff version of McGregor. He was trying hard to be like relevant. It's like, just imagine a person who is nice, polite, is trying to be a tough guy. He's trying to, hey, fuck you, huh? I'm going to kill you, huh? It's like, you'll be like, come on, man. What are you trying here? Seriously, when I was watching, I was like, why the fuck are you doing that, man? Just be yourself. But, the problem is the success, and this thing is so into his head. He seriously believes he's invincible. He's been giving these interviews where saying, it's going to be a new era. I'm going to be the greatest. Exactly like he's copying other people's template. And I was not convinced. I'm very sure many others are not convinced. And it just made me realize this guy, maybe even if he has a talent, is not emotionally and mentally ready. Now, I can be wrong. Maybe he can win. There's always a chance in fighting because you don't know. Anything can happen. Like they say, a puncher's chance. He might just hit the right punch at the right time because he's known for knocking out people. It can happen. Okay? But if I were to put my money, I would say Alexander Volkanovski is going to win because of his maturity, his durability, his track record, and the people he has fought are very tough. But this guy, yes, he has won. Yes, he's amazingly talented. He's gifted. But I don't think he's ready. I really don't think. Mentally, emotionally, every way he's not ready. And after what he did, I found it so embarrassing. I was like, what are you doing here? Now, I'll tell you, in terms of selling tickets, in terms of creating a hype, everybody's interested to see what is going to happen. And everybody obviously wants Alexander Volkanovski to win, which is a given. Everyone wants him to win. Everyone believes he's going to win. But there is a small subset that believes Ilia is going to cause the upset. Now, I don't know who do you support. I have no idea. But I'm telling you, my prediction is Alexander will win. He says he'll finish him in 2 rounds. I believe 2 rounds or 3 rounds. Yes, most probably he's going to win that. It's very unlikely he'll go to a decision, but the second possibility he'll go to a decision. Okay, either he's going to TKO, that is technical knockout or knockout. I feel technical knockout most probably, or decision. Okay, I don't think it's going to submission, all that. Maybe not. But most probably technical knockout or knockout. But TKO is strongest. Second is decision. Third, maybe technical knockout. But Ilia, I don't think is going to win. So do you think Ilia is going to win? If you are an MMA fan or follower, you can let me know. Okay. And like I told you, I'm very much a student of mind games, psychological warfare, competitive analysis, and I love this game of fighting, and there's so much to learn. So, yeah, so you let me know, what do you think? And I definitely would be checking out what's going to happen. And yes, if you're interested, uh, I most probably would be making a video after the results are announced. Whether this guy won or this guy won, I'll still make a video. But let me know your predictions. And if you're not an MMA fan, and I don't know if you understood what I said, let me know. Did you follow what I said? Did it help you understand? And if yes, well, I'll be very happy, because it's like teaching a small child what they don't know, and you not being a fighting fan, if you're still able to follow what I said and able to learn and enjoy it, for me, it's a very big thing as an educator. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yes, I will make a separate video on me as a competitor and the psychological tricks and warfare that I used. I believe it will help you. All right. You guys take care. Comment down below. This is me signing off. And yeah, let me know your predictions. Ciao. Yeah, comment.